Hello everybody, my name is Troublemaker. This is the Wargame Cup 2012, brought to you by UGen Systems and Intel, and we're going to see a NATO versus NATO match. We have in the south, the blue player, Apple Pie, and in the north we have the red player, Ribar. Of course, these are both two relatively higher level players, not high, like these are not 2000s, these are like 1700 and 1800 level players, so these guys do fairly well, so we're going to get to see a glimpse at a strategy that someone a little higher level might use. And right off the bat, actually, a lot of very fast units. Now, compared to a helicopter all-in, which we have seen, this looks to be an attempt at taking a very, very far north position very quickly, because he will combine this with lots of infantry, and we're seeing 3 commands here actually from Ribar, so a little bit different from what we're used to. And with Apple Pie, he only has 1 command out. He doesn't really have a lot of units out, so we'll just have to fast forward a little bit and see how many commands he's going to settle with. He might just settle with the 1, as he's going for something very similar as well. He's got lots of transport helicopters, so it looks like he's trying to get a lot of units ahead very quickly. There we go, there's the second command. Looks like he's just going for 2 commands. Nope, here it is, a flying helicopter command. So that's 3 commands each for each opponent. And as this game wraps up, we're going to see where they take foot at. I imagine that they'll each go for Charlie, Bravo, respectively on each side, and then they'll fight over Delta and Echo. Hopefully. We'll see what happens. And lots of infantry for Ribar with his helicopter crew. These helicopters, of course, are going to be very good at sniping off a lot of these infantry units. He's actually placing in exactly the right spot he needs to go. Oh my god, we have a Chinook landing right on top of Shots from last. Delta Force immediately thrown down. That is problematic for poor Ribar, who is now pretty far behind. We have Weasel's running up, snipes are rolling, kind of getting back in the game, and they're just continuing pushing forward. I don't know where they're going. It's kind of crazy. And oh my god, not right into the starships. Yes, right into the starships, unfortunately. And the Weasel goes down. We see lots of helicopters floating forward, and he's actually going to try and wrap around. The helicopters are actually chasing down the transport, trying to get those extra points that he can afford. Ribar takes a tremendous lead from this small opening aggression he's done. The Gazelle AH-1 Schneb narrowly trying to avoid anything it can. There is 2 rocket launchers here, which will come into effect much later. We have some recons getting pushed out by some Yaggers. It's actually kiting, and the TPC Fuchs are moving forward, trying to wipe out this recon. Of course, this is relatively an even battle, but keep in mind there are 2 Fuchs. We have, whoa, recon helicopter coming in, but just too late to do any extra damage. And let's see where these we have 1, 2. Where's the, you know what? The other command must have died. That is crazy. He's actually using this recon to kite off this Cobra because he has the superior range, but the Cobra starts unloading. Here we go. This could be a problem. Cobra versus Cobra. How is this going to go? Well, we all know how it's going to go. The Cobra with no ammunition does in fact die out. And yeah, here's a weird scenario. It looks like, did they both each lose a command? Is that how this worked out? I think they both lost command. No, it's not possible, because Apple Pie doesn't have enough points to have killed a command. So he's got to have a command sitting somewhere. There's 1 here. 1 here. Where's this other command at? That's weird. Wait, Ribar would have killed a command. So where's Ribar's other command at? Does he place 2 in this zone? He did not. Is there 2 in this zone? I can't explain it. It just doesn't make sense to me. Where, oh where is the 3rd command at? That's weird. But looks like so far big advantage for Ribar. He has taken the 4 positions, and they're both on each on 2 base. There's a 1 point base here for Apple Pie, which is a little suspect. But yeah, one of the big problems with this map is after you get the opening moves done, there's really not a lot of reason to go ahead and push forward, because it's such a narrow map. You're so vulnerable to pretty much everything that could possibly ever happen. So that's a thought. Yeah, it really bothers me. I just don't know where this extra command would have gone to. Unless he just deleted it last minute and he only has 2 commands, which is also possible. There we go. Yeah, he actually did delete that command, and here he goes. He's putting in a new one, going to take Delta. He has a very nice array of units to spot for any big pushes. And of course, Apple Pie cannot push through these woods because he has lots of these starships, which are your anti-air tanks. They also hit ground, but they're primarily for anti-air. And yeah, just slowly moving up infantry, bringing more infantry in, and screen's location. Where did the rocket launcher go to? That's the question. Because he hasn't really made good use of that rocket launcher. It's probably still back here somewhere, isn't it? Yep, there they are. The 2 rocket launchers. Rocket launch, of course, do high damage against armored. And here we go. We have 2 Cobras moving up along the back with a Gazelle. Nice little power couple. And TVZ Fuchs runs in the spot and he gets wiped out immediately. And by immediately, I said that, well, that took a lot of time. Trying to snipe out this command, which of course is kind of afraid to move now, because that was actually relatively close. Anytime that a unit can almost get close like that, it's kind of scary. There is an FOB to snipe, by the way, but it's... Oh, never mind, here comes some Jupiters to actually use it. And we have Huey helicopters, lots of stuff here. He might be able to snipe the FOB. And maybe some of these... Oh, he does get the FOB, and here comes... Boom! Suddenly these rocket launchers are not looking so good. But still, the position of Ribar is supreme. He does have a 300-point lead. He does have an economic lead. And he's slowly moving infantry up, which is a little bit scary because these starships will become very vulnerable very quickly as this push moves forward. And it's not really a push, it's a slow push. Here we go, Yaggers unloading on anti-infantry vehicles. Oh my god, they're stunned. Here comes the rocket launcher. This is what I'm talking about. You have to do this while you're pushing forward, and this is a part of the whole plan in hopes of stunning the enemy. That way when you push forward, you don't lose so many units to this kind of aggression. The riflemen are down. There's still some anti-infantry. It's a point. Fringe Spire all along. Not the best unit to choose. The starships actually surviving this. The command has been completely pulled. A lot of these infantry are being pulled back. And let's see how this added up. Looks like a slight gain for Ribar there. Not exactly the big crushing blow, but he does move the command from the 3-point Charlie off to the 2-point Bravo. A minor win. Where did... Whoa, he's moving forward a lot of units now. This is kind of weird. Crazy. Martyr VTSI is leading the charge. And just wiping it units left and right. Holy crap, Ribar. Where are you coming up with this stuff? Now that he wiped at that position, he feels very confident. He's going for the Sultan. The Sultan is narrowly getting away. And he gets everything. He just kills everything. This man just makes units and kills everything. Chasseurs from Moscow down next. He's got a lot of units left. And wow. Now it's a really bad position for Apple Pie, who is forced into this awkward position where he doesn't have a lot of commands. He doesn't have a lot of units. And he just lost a huge battle. Most people at this point would just leave the game. This starship could also go down to these Martyr VTSIs. And it looks like, boom, it does. There's also an AMX rolling too here. If there's any aircraft for Ribar. He's pulling this back, not in time. It looks like the Martyrs might pick it off. Of course, you use some pretty high veterancy Martyrs for the extra... oh, it looks like it will survive, actually. For the extra accuracy. Now, if he could get the rocket launcher up here, he could shell at this location and do the exact same thing he just did. And this is how I really like people playing. When they get the big economic lead, they use that economic lead to craft some mega push. High-powered, high veterancy units that just kill. And this is destruction mode, so guess what that means? That means that killing this command wins the whole game. He's splitting up his Martyr VTSIs into smaller groups for targeting purposes and also for enemy targeting purposes. And Weasel's actually unloading on a few units here. There is a recon here. Yes, there is, and it's spotting the front. And here we go. The rockets are in. He might just push forward now. Nope, Martyr VTSI is going to continue trying to kill what he can. Here we go. A little bit of a late push. A little more artillery fire, though, pounding location. So this will be a relatively good approach. Looks like he wants to use some units in the back here to try and create a flank from this side as well, maybe. Or he could be coming around the back, like right here. Hard to say, really. But he definitely wants to trap this command. He doesn't want to play any games of hide and seek. And as long as this is blue, that means that the command is not moving. He knows this. In fact, he's going for a very large wraparound. Nope, he's actually using these support vehicles to wipe out any reinforcements. He wants to go for the kill, and unfortunately has nothing to cover retreat on this side here, but whatever. He's going to do so much. And yes, he's actually spreading these wassails around. And here comes the killing blow. Martyr VTSIs, Bradley CFVs, very good anti-tank weaponry, and a few Martyr Rolands. Oh, here comes the other cluster of units. He needs to get these Martyr Rolands in to deal with these Chasseurs Famas. At this point, he doesn't have to worry about losing battles. He just has to worry about killing this freaking command off. And here we go, the Chasseurs Famas rolling up, see if they can get a Martyr VTSA kill. They do. They get the big kill. And can they get another one? That would be also pretty huge. Chasseurs Famas are getting depleted. Martyr VTSIs. Resales coming in from the side. We have MD Jupiter MD, of course, not going to help here. And see if he can kill. Oh my god, the Martyr VTSI kills with a single blow. The riflemen are getting knocked down by Sword Vehicle. And here comes the retreat I'm talking about. The game of hide and seek that everybody in the entire world hates you for. Nobody likes you. He's completely abandoning his FOB. He has no units. The starships are coming out, but there is a wassail here that might be able to deal with this. And complete artillery fire. The FOB belongs to Ribar, and there's actually a complete surrender here by Apple Pie, who's just been viciously outplayed by a far superior 1850 rated player. So very good play by Ribar. Very nice little push at the end. Kind of good. Kind of showing us how it's done, and that's really why there's gonna be a lot of NATO versus NATO games. Just really, really good units that do great plays, specifically those Martyr VTSIs. Thank you guys for watching. I actually have one more game before the day, so stay tuned and definitely check it out. It could be exciting. Possibly. I make no promises, but click and watch it anyway.